I think that was my initial reaction. I've been a bit hard on GPs recently. I think they shut down for too long, too comprehensively. They should have stayed open for patients who weren't obviously positive for COVID. And they've had a lot of criticism. You only have to read social media to see how unhappy patients are with GPs, who are the doctors covered in this particular survey. I think the Medical Defence Union, which is an insurance company that covers some doctors, are starting this fight back. And I think it is fair to say that doctors no longer spend half a day on the golf course and they're not sitting there coining it. They do work very hard because there is a huge demand, an increasing demand on them, and there's a shortage. So I'm sure this is real. I'm surprised it's only 1 in 4 doctors who say they're too tired. I thought it'd be most of them. And as you say, Mercy, it is part of the job. A lot of people have had a hard time during the pandemic. We stayed open. We didn't stop seeing patients face to face. It's been a tough time. My body's now in the habit of waking up at 5 o'clock every morning to go through my test results and to catch up on the patients of the previous day, and I can't get out of that habit. So my sleep pattern is definitely disturbed. I can attest to that.
I hope that's all right for you, but it is good news for us because it means when we call you at 5 o'clock in the morning to try and get you on the show, we know you're always up and about. But look, I know that in a lot of clinical negligence cases, for example, tiredness is cited as one of the big reasons for mistakes being made and things like that. The procedural issues as well, of course. But actually, in a practical sense, what impact is this having on patients, do you think? What impact could it have on patients? You've got a very tired doctor.
Well, I think you mentioned clinical negligence, and it's the MDU, the insurance company, that's produced this report. And I'm sure the pandemic is going to produce a raft of claims, partly because remote consultations are more likely to miss things. Doctors have been too busy, too tired. I suspect that the courts will take a lenient view if cases come to trial, because I think the pandemic has produced exceptional circumstances. I know the General Medical Council are certainly taking a liberal view for GPs. They're understanding that things have been tough. But at the end of the day, as you say, it's the patients who may have suffered any alleged negligence who have come off badly because they've not been able to access GP services in the usual way. And some of them have been fobbed off with remote consultations when they should have been seen face to face.